So in this video, we're going to take a look at Moderna. It continues to pop the last couple of days due to a lot of news catalysts here pushing the stock. So if we really just look at what's going on and happening, as for the news catalyst, there's COVID vaccine stocks jumping because there's some variants coming out, the boosters and that kind of thing. So we're starting to pick up a little bit of steam. If we look at just the movers here, and we start checking out Moderna, it's up like $4, which is about 4%. Pfizer's though down, and Johnson & Johnson's down. But overall, the market's kind of weak right now. But when we start looking at just the news happening here, COVID vaccine stocks jump as news variants emerge ahead of the fall shot rollout. So I know it's getting a little bit colder now, so probably kids are going back to school, so more kids will get sick, and then that helps spread the viruses and so on as usual. And this is possibly why some people are buying the stock. Not saying this is the reason you should be buying the stock or whether you should even buy the stock, but in general, this could be some of the reasons this stock could be popping, is people are looking at it from this context of reasoning. Now, anyway, when we look at this stock in general, I don't think it's going to get back to where it was before, just due to what happened a few years back here during the COVID era here, 2020, 2021. We really skyrocketed there. And then here we had some decent support at this level for the last almost 2 years. And I wonder if that's just people, getting into that stock at a certain point and just kind of trying to hold it. And it had a base, and then it was starting to break through. And for me personally, even on my paper account, I think I was short this thing, Moderna. Yeah, short 400 shares. And I was kind of riding it for a little while. So when I got into this one, as for the price, I don't know if I had the price on here. It's been a while at the 150. So I got I pulled that trigger around 150, somewhere over here where I saw it rejecting at this level maybe, and going after it because it's just acting weak. And the thing is just it's certain things in the industry. Like back in the day, I always like to reference GoPro, just something I always remember. There's a ton of big news here. Like the guy way up in space diving for like 4 or 6 minutes or something like that. Longest skydive ever, like above Earth. So they did a bunch of that kind of stuff, and this stock was popular right here. And that was actually a while, even though it's like a few bars, this was a while. But then since then, that stock just, is down in the gutters. It's there for a long time. And when we start looking at Moderna too, I think the hype is more or less done. Now, could it still come back temporarily for maybe a second wave? Maybe. I mean, it is possible. I don't think anything will be as crazy as it was before. I think at best we might get to 210, and then we'll see. Maybe they'll have a lot of money to do other research and that kind of thing. So could it be a nibbling opportunity? It's possible. It's possible, because the drug companies could continue to invent like new things. Like if you look at Eli Lilly, I mean, this stock just continues to kind of power higher now recently as well. So there could be more things in the pipeline because now they got more funding, more research and that kind of thing. But those things do take time to test out. So there has been a lot of huge selling pressure, but right now what we're doing is we're coming back into the support, and it's going to be bouncing off support. And if you can see this bounce off that support when we come back up and then bounce off that support, that will be a nice solid support level there. Now, do I think it'll happen? It may if you got enough volume, because right now you've got a change in volume coming in with some bullishness happening, because before really you had a lot of people dumping it, and now you're getting some buying coming in, and that buying actually could be on the short side. So shorts taking profits sooner rather than later, saying, you know what, I just want to take some profits before I get squeezed out. So overall, my thinking is it's still a weak stock. I don't know what's to come. The line in the sand for me here is around that 120 level. Between that 115 and 120 level. And I think if it gets over that, it could still base and hold a nice base. And from that nice base, it could go sideways just like it's been for 2 years. It could continue going sideways for quite a long time. And then when we go sideways for a while, you could build momentum and energy, and then they could have a new drug, and that's what could propel things higher. But as for the vaccine itself right now, the COVID thing, I don't know, and I don't think it'll push those things higher, because I think that train has ran its course, or that ship has sank. And now they'll need something new and fresh to push that stock higher into further prices, because at the time everybody was getting this vaccine and the governments were buying it up left and right. But now, now we'll see what happens here to come. Anyway, I hope that helps, gives you a little insight. Definitely check out our website, tradersfly.com, and learn a little more about trading options and learning how to manage risk in the stock market. There's a lot of free mini courses out there on that website, and a lot of freebies that you could get. So start yourself off and continue to learn and educate yourself a little further. So thanks for joining me, and when you're ready, go ahead and watch some more videos, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.